Okay, hey everybody, welcome. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Saturday. This is going to be in all signs, whatever comes out. We're going to try to get through all the signs today. That's always the that's always the hope. I think we're going to start with um, what should we start with? Let's start with let's start with fire signs. That sounds fun. I like fiery energy. I hope everybody's doing great today. Um, and for anybody who was hoping to tune in yesterday, I'm sorry that I did not stream. Um, but I'm gonna make up for it today. So we're gonna do a really long stream, and yeah, thank you guys all for being here. So let's start with fire signs. Let's start the day with Aries, or I guess evening, depending on where you are. So, okay. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, whatever comes out. And I might switch it up like in a little bit. We'll do something different than whatever comes out. Because I don't know, sometimes I get kind of bored. So yeah, let's see what happens. All right. Okay, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. So I went to bed at like 4 in the morning last night, but I did take a couple naps. So, um, yeah. So I'm doing pretty good. I got coffee. If I get if I get burned out, I'll let you guys know. Um, so hey, what's going on? How are you? So good to see you. You have so much funny stuff on your Instagram page. I was looking at it earlier today. Made me laugh. How are you today? Uh-oh, you're gonna get in trouble. You're at work. I'm definitely not worth getting in trouble for. I did like it. All right, so we're gonna do air. You know what? What's your sign? Let's start with that sign. I'm feeling indecisive. We don't have to start with Aries. You're Capricorn. All right, everybody. We're gonna start with Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. We'll do Earth signs. So look at that, two Capricorns. I don't believe in coincidences. So hey, Smiley. Nice to meet you. I'm Stefan. I think you're new here. Okay, well, timestamp it. So you can go back and rewatch. Smiley, where are you chatting with us from? Oh, I think I got your email. Oh, cool. I'll have to go back and look. Sorry if I missed it. Thank you for emailing me. I'm in New York too. I live in Germantown. It's like which is like a very it's like just the right amount of sleepy. It's in the Hudson Valley. It's kind of by Hudson. It's kind of by Kingston, New York, or Hudson. So, but yeah, great to have you. Great to have you back. Thanks for coming back. Okay, everybody, we're gonna do Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, whatever comes out. And yeah, if anybody would like a free phone reading on the show, or chat questions, everything on my show is always donation based. I know we don't all have extra money for things like this. Some of us don't even have extra money to pay bills, and I get it. So, I really want to help any way I can. And any donation you can make, even a small one, um, is totally cool with me. So there's links in my video description, a couple ways if you want to donate. Um, but all right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Capricorn, this actually might be my final day before I retire this deck. I have some cards that are quite literally falling apart. Um, so, Herson, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. I'm doing great. Doing great. Feeling extra energized today. I had an awesome night. I I went on a date with this girl. Her and I have the same birthday, same year. Like, how crazy is that? Not that crazy, because she's just as crazy as I am in a good way. So, yeah, right. Anyway, okay, Capricorns, Hersan, I hope you're doing good. You know what? I'm feeling like you are. I just feel like you're doing a little bit better, which I'm happy to feel off of your energy. So, love you, dude. Proud of you. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Sorry, guys, I keep getting distracted. That's a yes. Kinda is good. Gets a little bit easier every day. So, okay, Capricorn. Good. Well, you know the situation with him. You know where it's going. All you can do is just you detach from the outcome. Don't let it steal your happiness, you know? So, mm, toxic neighbors are the worst. Yeah. Sorry to hear that. I do remember your email now. Well, just send them good love, you know, send them goodwill. So, okay. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Whatever comes out, whatever comes out. Oof. I get a couple more. Interesting. Capricorn, very interesting. What the heck is that? Talk about conflicting energy. All right, I'm gonna have to clarify a little bit. Guys, just again, general reading. I was actually talking to somebody about this last night. Listen, general reading, we pull what we can out of it, but you know, you're looking at energy of like a shapeless collective of however many people. So if it something doesn't like resonate, it's okay. You know, tarot is like a very personal one-on-one thing. I mean, we've all had some really, I'm sure, unbelievable experiences through collective readings. I know I have, but um, you know, it's okay if it doesn't, you know, if it doesn't resonate. Um, where you see something that you want to be for you that doesn't come true. That's why I like to do one-on-one readings on this show. Um, so anyway, Capricorn, it seems like you've really, I mean, the Ten of Wands was the first card out. Not bad energy at all. This is a card of really just carrying a lot, like overextending yourself, burden, struggle. It can be like either you having too much on your plate or you just feeling like you're carrying, like there's a lot of, like you feel like you're carrying a load, like emotionally, really anything. Um, like you just have a lot on your plate, like you're being weighed down. The good thing with this card is 10 is always a card of like completion, finality. It's the end of a cycle. I really like 10s. I generally get more good energy from this card than bad, unless it's something hyper specific. Capricorn. Like if you guys can see this guy, he's almost back home. There's a little house in the background. He's almost to where he wants to be. Hey, Aniket, good to see you again, man. Um, so the next card, I feel like you are feeling. So the Three of Cups came out, and it was clarified by the Eight of Swords, which more often than not is a card that makes me feel like I want to cry when it comes out in a lot of spreads, because it's a really intense card. This, it's not super intense, but what it's telling me, and I think it's tied to these burdens, your community, it could be a friend group. It's making you feel trapped. I think you feel trapped in your environment or your community, like the people you're around or have to be around. And I feel like it's a situation. I mean, holy cat. By the way, guys, I'm really trying to not use as much profanity. Smiley, I mean, talk about channeling in your situation. It's like feeling trapped in your, like, in the environment or in the community you're around. And it's kind of like a non-self-imposed prison. Like it's like almost feels like it's out of your hands, like you can't do anything about it. Really interesting. That's present energy. Um, I have to get another card here because I'm not quite sure. Well, just remember, Smiley, you're not. We're never trapped. I mean, unless you're in jail. Marita, how are you, my lovely friend? Marita, I am gonna shower you with so much attention today since you felt ignored by me last time. I'm so sorry. I hope you're doing great, my lovely friend from the UK, who's so thoughtful and gives me donations and comes and says hi to me every week on my stream. Good to see you. I hope you're having a good day. Guys, the last card that came out, I got the Knight of Pentacles, clarified by the Knight of Swords. Talk about conflicting energies. I need to get another card. Interesting. Guys, I feel like this, in some ways, whatever this situation is, you feel totally unsure about how to proceed. The Knight of Pentacles, I mean, this is like very counterintuitive energies. It might just be telling you to balance how you proceed with things, but the Knight of Pentacles is about like slow and steady, like not rushing into anything. Like it's a very grounded energy. It's a very grounded energy, like cautious, realistic. There's like nothing cautious about this guy. He charges forward, like charges forward. A lot of times, like he's just not the Knight of Pentacles in any way. There's nothing slow and steady about him. I think what you're really trying to ultimately get to, and you're struggling to know how to get there, is like your personal happiness. The nines are all about like personal happiness, like self-reliance. I mean, it's also a card of being able to appreciate what you have, like what you've worked for, like in your own environment. It's usually feeling like happy, like not in the context of others. It's pretty clear that's what you want to get to. I'm gonna get a card for advice. I know you don't want attention, but you felt ignored, so I'm sorry I missed your messages. I hope that didn't affect your day in a bad way. We're doing Capricorn Sun Moon Rising for anybody who's just tuning in. And absolutely, Hersan, I'd love to pull a card for you if you're still with us. I'd love to. And actually, you know what I want to pull for you, Hersan? Because we never have. Let's find out what your secret powers and hidden strengths are. Hey, Christy. How's your Saturday? I mean, how was your Friday? I hope you had a good night. I think that this is telling me, one, that sometimes you're unsure about which type of energy to embody, like when to charge forward, like fearlessly, and when to kind of be cautious, slow, and steady. That's the balance. Before I pull a card, it's all about trusting your intuition. I feel like we should try to figure out what's going on with this thing you feel trapped in. I'm going to try to keep it short because I really want to get through all the signs today. What's the advice? Interesting. What does that mean, spirit? Okay, I think the advice is to really kind of lead from your higher self and not get in your own head. This is very interesting. For anybody watching or that's new to the show, I'm somewhat new to tarot. I've only been reading for about like 6 months. Some cards give me a little bit of pause. I mean, I'm getting a pretty clear message. The Hierophant clarified by the Knight of Swords. The advice, I think, is, I mean, this is a card of tradition, structure. It could also be a card of being a teacher. The advice might be to get some guidance from someone rather than try to just be in your own head and figure out. Like, talk to somebody you trust about what, if you're conflicted. And again, we all have friends who mean us well, but who might not be the best people for advice. So be extremely thoughtful about who you get advice from. Sometimes it's best to get advice from somebody who's unbiased, who's not a friend. Okay? But I think that you should maybe reach out to somebody to try to get some guidance on maybe the best way to proceed about something. That's pretty clear. Can I get one more card just to see what else is coming in? Yeah, take some time to really go in. Think this is Virgo energy, by the way. This will pass. This whole thing will pass. You got a 10. It's fleeting. You're not trapped. It's about your perception. But I think it might be good to maybe take some time to think about what you need. Talk to somebody you trust. Not overthink, because that's the whole thing with the Nine of Swords, so. Oh, you're so lucky. The card was the Hierophant, Christy. I went to bed at like 4 in the morning. I did take like a couple of very small naps, so I'm actually, I mean, I never sleep. I'm like a vampire. I sleep easier during the daytime. But that's okay. I just listen to my body. I don't stress about it. So when I'm awake, I'm awake. When I sleep, I sleep. Okay, Capricorn. Smiley, very quickly about pulling a card. I don't, I want to try to help you. I don't pull cards on time frame. I don't like to tell people when. I don't think that's what tarot is for. And again, that's just my personal belief. And I think if somebody, listen, sometimes things come true, but it's so subjective. Time is so, time is, you know, Time is a circle. Um, and again, I don't want to tell you something's gonna. It's all about we have free will with things, Smiley. Like Christy, Marita, they all know what I mean because I say this a lot. Like I always try to give advice grounded in reality. Like we have free will. I'm not gonna tell you that something's gonna happen in 2 months, regardless of whether or not you do like absolutely nothing to make your situation better or you work your butt off. Like it's all about what we put into things ultimately that determines the outcome. It's all about what we say to people that determines like how things are going to move forward, you know? So I don't like to do that. I feel like it's really disingenuous and I think it's kind of unethical if somebody does do that. I think it shows like a lack of thoughtfulness and kind of like an arrogance. So, um, and again, everybody's entitled to their own opinions. I'm not the judge, jury, and executioner on things, but if a reader ever tells you when something's going to happen, hmm, God bless them if they happen to be right. But it's pretty hard to do. So, I sure do, Jay. How are you? Yeah. Just keep working hard, Smiley. keep keep doing the right thing. Don't get triggered by people who are like on low vibrations. I know it's tough. Those are the lessons, you know. It's easy to treat somebody who's nice with with kindness and compassion and love. The lessons are learning to operate from that space with people who aren't in that energy. That's how we heal people. That's how we transform ourselves and others. It's really easy to be nice to somebody who's nice back. So always lead from your higher self, and that brings in good karma. Oh my gosh, Jay, I'd love to get you on. Yeah, anybody who wants to do a phone reading, just message me on Instagram. The White Dog Tarot. I can call you through the app. Absolutely, Marita. I'm gonna pull a card for Marita. Um, and then whoever's in my inbox and in Instagram, I'll give a call. All my readings are free on the show, guys. Um, always, and they always will be. Everything's donation based. I know a lot of us don't have money. So that's really why I wanted to start this show. But if you have a couple dollars, any donation is really appreciated. That really helps. I mean, that makes this show possible. So there's some links in the video description. A couple different ways if you want to donate. It can be $2. It could be $100. Um, so, um, but yeah, Jay, I'd love to connect with you. Staying with you, Stego Lego. So, Marita, you're killing me. How did it feel? Did you feel like you made a good impression? Did you try to operate from your secret power, hidden potential space that we pulled cards on? Marita, you're so smart. Sometimes I get so mad at you because you know so much better than me sometimes. You have to trust yourself. You know how things went. Let's pull a card. You know I can't. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, you're a sweet person. If you were genuine and it's meant to be, you'll get it. Okay. That's all that matters with anything, Marita. And just know that if you didn't get it, I know it can be disappointing. It's okay. It is. I guys, I I like applied for a tarot reader position at this like resort, this fancy resort, like by my house, like 2 weeks ago. I haven't heard back. You know, I really would have liked to get it. It was a part-time job reading tarot. I mean, I haven't heard back from them yet. I might not have got it, you know? Um, I mean, truthfully, I didn't think it was like an oversaturated field of applicants. Um, you know, but yeah, you know, I would maybe be disappointed, but you'd have to detach from things and know that if it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. And if you really like, you were genuine, you didn't try to be fake, which I know you didn't. Um, but let's pull a card for you, and then we're gonna get. I hear my message box blowing up, so we're gonna take some calls after this. But I know I do know that acronym, Christy. Just so you know, Debbie. Hi, Debbie. I'm doing great. Love the poison T-shirt, by the way, in your photo that you sent me. I'll always have a soft spot in my heart for 80s metal. So, all right, Marita, let's pull a quick card for you. And Debbie, thank you. That was so thoughtful of you to send me that email. And you know I appreciate your 80s sensibilities about not using any technology. For everybody watching, Debbie's gonna donating to the channel. She's mailing me a check from all the way from sunny California because she's such a sweetheart. So, yeah, there's nothing like introducing Iron Maiden to your 11-year-old daughter. I mean, I listen to all types of music. I have like boxes and boxes of vinyl, 80s metal. Okay, Marita, let's get a card for Marita. Spirit. Oh, Spirit. This is great, Marita. Love it. Celebration, freedom, excitement. That's a good omen. Special events. This could also represent a new home. This is good energy, Marita. That's good. There's nothing bad about this card. Again, I'm not, you know me, I don't like to overpromise when it comes to how things are going to turn out for a specific circumstance. This is really good, though. That's a celebration. I think my gut says I think you might get it. Or something else is going to come, but this is great energy, Marita. This is like such a happy card. I love this card. Great energy. All right. All right, let's go to the chat. And for anybody new, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Accept. So Stego Lego, let's see. I'm gonna get Jay on first, if that's okay with you, just because he asked first, and it's kind of, but we'll get you on right after. But yeah, can't wait to talk to both of you. Are you off work, Stego Lego? All right, Jay. Or Dean.